All right, welcome back. We are going to be continuing with our lessons in creating lessons in the Moodle. This is part 3 of our lesson, and your presenter is Mr. Biswalo. The main thing we are going to be doing is putting content in the lesson, and this will involve adding a content page. This is a page that you are going to insert your content, and then you will be adding content to this content page, and we'll proceed to create jumps. These are jumps. It's like navigating from one content page to another, or from one content to another content. It may be confusing a little bit, but it's very important to put the jumps correctly. We'll also be adding self-check questions. This is just to assess, or a self-assessment for the learners. And also we will preview the lesson, how it looks like. Every time you create this, you must preview to see how it looks like. We will also change the role to student and see how the lesson looks like. So in this case, it must look well presentable on the part of the student. Okay, so we will now jump to our Moodle page and start adding content. Okay, so we are now back to our Moodle page, and this is our lesson. It's a practice lesson, and what you need to do is to click on the lesson that and see how we are going to add up the pages and the contents. So in this page, this is the name of our lesson practice. We are just practicing, and you'd see that you have a preview pane here, you have the editing pane, reports and other things. For today, we'll be looking mostly with the edit and the preview. In this just below here, what we have, it is asking what you want to do first, and we are not going to import any questions for now. Maybe once you are very familiar with creating the content, you can use this. And we are not also going to deal with a cluster in this presentation, but mostly we'll be looking at adding a content page and a question page. So to get started, you click once on the content page. So this page will open up, and once it is ready for you, you basically have to put the page title for the content. Let's say for this presentation, I'm going to use maybe, let's say, cloud storage. This is the page title, and here the page contents, you will need to put some information now. This is where you actually put the content that you want for your learners to see or to read. So if you had some text, you can copy your text and paste it here. And if you have pictures, you can also insert or edit the images. You can also put links maybe to other websites. You can also insert or edit an audio or video file. you can also record a video. So for starters, if you recall in our previous presentation, we had created slides, different slides. We also created using a sniping tool, we created a page. So here I will click on insert, edit or image, and you need to browse the repositories to see where it is. And once you get to the file picker, if you have other recent files, they will show here, but if not, you click choose file, and it will take you to where you would have saved your materials. So in this case, these are just items that when the computer opens up, so you have to look for a specific place where you have your materials. In this case, I have here a folder, cloud storage, and the slides that I created, they are here. So let us say that I'll use this slide as my first item on the content. I'll click open and then upload this file. So here you may describe the slide if you want. Otherwise, you can just click here not to describe it, and also leave this the sizes as is, and then click save image. So there is our first information that is being shown here. When the students opens, they are going to read that. So here we have these ticks here showing that we should leave them as they are. And so this is our first content. Now this is very important here. In this description, you need to show maybe the next item which is coming. Maybe you can say example of cloud storage. For now, the jump, this is what I talk about jumps. For now, let's to jump to this page because we've not created a page where it's supposed to jump to. And then we click save page. Okay, and then this is where our lesson is starting to take shape. This is the title, the content. So far we are jumping to this page. So here you can edit, here you can update this page that we have here. You click here, but you can also add a new page. We want to add a new page, content, so that we see how we progress with our lesson. And you need to, on this page, I'm going to write examples of cloud storage. Okay, so here I will go back to my slides and browse the repositories, and then choose a file, and then from there I'm going to choose let's say this slide number 1, slide number 5, sorry. This is an example. This is a Google Drive, and I'm going to upload it, and there it is. I will not make any description here, and then I will save the image. So there is our information in there in the content page. So I'm going to maybe here, while I'm proceeding, let's say I'm going to put a self-check as my next item that will come. So you need to plan ahead to know what is coming and what is. So we click Save Page. Now, once you've done that, if you do a preview, a quick preview here, so this is the first item the student will be reading. If you click Example of Cloud Storage, this is our other page we created. Nothing is happening because we did not create the jump, so it is still showing here. So we go to Edit, and then from Edit here we edit the first page. And we are going to create a jump. Go to examples of cloud storage. It's not seeing very well there. We click Save Page. So the next time we do a preview, we should be able to see that it will jump to this page. We need to add a page here, a question page. Okay, because we want to let's use an essay question. This is what students are going to practice on. You add the question page. So we call this page self-check, and then the question we are asking is name the types, name and describe the types of cloud storage. Okay, and then here we want, when the student is finished with that question, perhaps we'll say end of lesson, so that when they finish answering the question, it will be the end of the lesson. Score, maybe depending on how they performed, you can give them a mark. And then let's save page. Okay, now we need to change example of cloud storage to have a jump, to jump to the self-check. So we click here to update this page, and our jump will jump to self-check. This is our page for the test or for the question. Now if we go to preview, we want to preview now from the beginning. So the students is on the first page. When they click example of cloud, it takes them to the next page, which is this one. And then from here they click here to do the self-check, and once they are here, the question is here. Here is where they must respond, and then after responding they submit. Once they submit the answer, it will show what it says. Your essay will be graded by your teacher, and then they click continue. Okay, so basically that'll be the end of the lesson. Let's just check one thing before we are done here. We have a limit of time, so we can't see the role of the student. Okay, thank you very much.